Well, hello everybody, I am Lisbeth and welcome back to episode 16 of my Oxygen Not Included Let's Play series. So it is now officially too cold in the base, which there are worse problems to have. We are replacing this all with insulated tiles down the bottom here. I'm going to have to put in a new liquid lock soonish because the carbon dioxide is creeping up on us. But in better news, I have a lot of steel. This is after all this has been allocated. And we're just about good in here, really. I got all these made up with ceramic, steel, yada yada yada. Oh, I have the hiccups, something shocking. I always have the hiccups when I record for some reason. Anyway, so we want to get this pump full of steam, which this steam vent will be very useful for. And we also want to get everything else sorted out in here. So power, sorting out gases and such. And we also want to sort out the cooling loops for all of these metal refineries. Now this one is our steel one. This one will be our iron one. We are also going to sort out automation. This one will be tungsten. And this one will be copper. We don't need to do gold and cobalt or aluminium because we have volcanoes for those, for certain. The others I might even trash if I find out that we've got useful volcanoes. Like if I find an iron volcano, I probably will actually keep this operating on iron. But that's fine. Let's choose a blueprint first off. Now, I will need more food if I take on another duplicant. I'm sort of at the point now where my food consumption matches the amount of duplicants I have. So I need, what, with 10 dupes, that's 10,000 calories a cycle. I think we're going to say no for now. Take these. Wait till we get this done, and then we can sort it out. So, what do we need to do in here? Let's have a real quick look. Obviously, cooling loops for these. But first off, the easiest thing we can do is take a insulated gas pipe. Out here, we're going to go across. And we want to dump it out into space. So, in this one, hopefully they will fix this soonish. But until then, we can just run it up, across, and we'll run it straight up here, I suppose. And around this way. I think that looks good. I'm probably going to move all the power sooner or later to a more permanent position. Perhaps I can start, I've been pushing this over slowly. Perhaps that would be the best way to go about it, is squashing all of this over a few more blocks. Like that. That's going to be a long-term project for sure, but it will be something that we will get done. How's that all looking in there? That's pretty toasty, so yeah, it'll be a while. But if I could get it to there, that'd be pretty cool. So let's cancel these deconstructs for now. And we'll just worry about getting this gas pipe in. Ventilation. Because I can do all that off camera, whilst you guys don't have to watch. That can go over the top there, and there. And then we want more insulated gas. Yeah, that's going to have to go over the top there. Over the top there, and then it can just go straight in there. And they can work on that at their leisure. Now, the other thing that we will need, obviously, is power. So I can run... That was the wrong one. I can run a nice heavy watt wire all the way through this. Like that. Like that. And we will just run it straight up there. Like that. Now, that's something I didn't think of. Now, these can be lead, but does that just mean that they... No, I think I ought to make them out of something else. Because I don't want them melting, so I can't do the power wires quite yet, but that's okay. We're also going to need, obviously, automation wires on almost everything. Now, these have a range like that, so we need shipping loaders. So we can have one loader there, because it doesn't matter if they share loaders or not, to be honest. They just need to not overlap. We will have to make these out of steel, so I am still waiting on a little bit of steel to... and we will have to copy that for up there. So we'll cancel these just for now. And we will need one receptacle up here. Like that. So everything's gonna be taken from these down here. Up here. Wait. Yeah, that's okay. So then there's going to be one there, like that. They go, oops, into there. And once I have the materials to actually do all this, there'll be a conveyor loaded there, and these can all come that way, like that. So they'll all get taken up into here. Alright, let's let them build that. We're also going to need, obviously, the aqua tuners and whatnot, and our steam turbines up in the top here. But until then, until I have the metal for it, it is. Now, these do need power control station. We can make this one out of copper. Where was I going to put it? Let's pause that real quick. Pop that there so I don't forget about it. And we need 3 steam turbines, so we get one there. One... Did I have them one apart or 2 apart? Like that. And... build me another one? Nope, never mind. Out of copper. And we can put that there, I think. There. Alright, so we can cancel these. What I will do is just put a... just so I know exactly where they go. Alright, I'm going to let them build all this up, and hopefully by then we will have a bit more steel. All of this is quite warm though. All of my coolant now, yeah, look at that, 305 degrees. So the sooner we can get this going, the better. And I might just crack this open to fill this up with steam, so we don't have to worry about the heat in the first place. Those don't particularly matter. Yeah, I'm going to let them build this, and go wash my dog, because that is my chore for today. So yeah, I'll catch you guys very shortly, I hope. And also, that can be deconstructed. That one can be deconstructed. Yes. There we go. And everything... Oh, also, I did this between episodes. I put in a quick little extra oxygen, so now we are chock-a-block. So that's good news. And someone can dig that up. I've also been taking most of the iron rather than making it from scrap. I've just been taking all the stuff from up here, and I get them to put it in this bin down here so it's nice and cold by the time they have to take it inside. But this is the most important bit to build, because the carbon dioxide is freezing in the pipes. I just started piping out this carbon dioxide from this. So yeah, that's the most important bit to do, where it's freezing up here. Alright, I'll be back in just a little bit. And I also had them quickly run down here and fix this up real quick whilst I had the opportunity. How hot is this stuff? That's all a bit too hot. But this... maybe if I put just a couple of radiant pipes right there, and I can put another lead battery down. Overheat temperature at 55. Yeah, maybe not. Let's go for iron instead. Like that. And we can actually cancel those two. Alright, so that'll give it a bit of extra power. Look at that going through there. It'll come out here in a second. Oh, no, it won't. Ah, it's just going around continuously, of course. But that's okay. Now, I wonder if once that's full, does it come back out? It's got the steel in it. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh well, we'll find out in just a second, because this is all about to get very hot. So that sends a green signal once it's above 150. Alright, let's see how this comes out. Uh-oh, and a printable. What a terrible time. It's not hot enough. It's not hot enough is the answer. Alright. Get him to dig that up real quick, and let's check out what we've been given. Nothing I particularly care about. Let's just take the food. Oh, just really quick, look what's coming through. All at 50 degrees, very nice. So now we have a bunch of gold. This is very good news, because it means I can make all of this wiring out of gold. Heck yeah. Okay, don't be stupid, like really stupid like me, and forget to tell them that they're allowed to use this thing. Because I'm sitting here like, oh, they'll build it eventually, and they just weren't, and... yeah, don't forget, this needs to be... Uh-oh. Alright, look how well they've all done. I accidentally let a teeny weeny bit of carbon dioxide back in here, which is annoying, but what can you do? So, now we need to look at automation. I'm hoping they'll build this real quick, because I want to be able to set the filter for this. Can they get... It's got gold, that's still got igneous rock in it, boo. Oh well, she'll get this built. So, what do we need to do? We need to do automation. So, I want... These are going to be carrying, like, this has got steel in it. Plastic's down here. That one there's plastic. This is for ceramic, so we need to do some... now, these smart bins will tell a machine not to operate anymore once they reach an allotted amount. So we can just... And I want this to look kind of nice. So that is for plastic there on the end. And we're making that out of lead. I don't want to make that out of lead. Take 2. Iron, please. So that's for the plastic. This one's for ceramic. There. Now, I've got as well shipping. So everything comes up to this receptacle, and this will put it into one of the bins. So the idea is that a sweeper will pick something up, move it up here, and then the bin will tell, once it's full, will tell the machine to stop producing, so it won't produce the next operation. And this one here is for the lime and the refined carbon to get over here for the steel one, and this is for making iron. So iron, we've actually got a bit of a funny case here, and we'll talk about that in just a second, but first I need to get the rest of these wires in. So this one here is for steel, and this is a little frustrating, believe it or not. That's for steel. This one is for iron. Now, we will just do that one to there. For now, let me just double check that that is indeed iron I've got in there, yes. Now, tungsten. This is the one making tungsten down here. So we can run that. Oh, don't need that there. Oh, we'll get it eventually. Steel, iron, tungsten. This is going to come down here like that. This one will be the, copper. And we've got to skip that tile for now, because that's the one that will activate the steam vent, and I don't want to do that. Now we need some automation wire bridges now. In iron again. One there. One there. This one will be for table salt. So that means we need... that is the blank one. So I can go this way, actually. And I think that will look a little nicer. And make a bit more sense. Give us some more room over here. And we just need bridges. One there and one there. And I'm going to need to put a ladder in there for the moment. All that a priority 7. Make sure that's all being, built out of iron. Very good. Alright. Now, the other thing that I need to do is set, this is the ones for the lime and refined carbon. Don't forget them. So this is refined carbon. And actually, down here. And this one here is for cancel like that. Okay. Bridges. There and there. Last thing, cancel that one. I need to do the iron. So, one of these, that can reach all the way. So, shipping. Both of these, okay, that's good. Yeah, both of these load as leaves. So this one here is for, where is it? Manufactured material, steel. And this one here is for iron. Iron, and refined metal. So what I want to do, I need to make iron for 2 reasons. 1, just to have some iron sitting around. Number 2, to go into making steel. So if I tell this to turn off once the iron bin is full, that's going to be a pain. Because it'll just turn off and it won't want to make any more steel. because they don't know. You can't just tell them, please make steel, and then they'll make the iron for the steel. They're not that smart. So I've got to do 2... Just checking what I've got checked off here. That's for refined carbon. This one is for lime, which is under raw mineral? No. Lime. There we go. So I'm going to tell this to turn... When the bin is full, we turn off the conveyor loader. So the conveyor loader, in theory, will stop requesting iron. Yeah, that makes sense? Then what I want to do is I want to turn the refinery off when the bin is full, when both the steel and the iron bins are full. And I think that does make sense as well, correct? So we need an AND gate. And we want... Yes. So that can go there. We can build another automation wire there. And then this can go and squiggle itself around. This way. Into there. Ooh. Wait, we're fine. We're fine. It's spaghetti junction in here. Super. I think that works. I've put this heat shield up and I had to move a few auto sweepers around. We had a small mishap and I realized that this is too hot to have anything near because this releases at 500 degrees Celsius. And this will have to be pretty heavily pressurized, like at 150 kilograms of steam in order for this thing to stop working. Alright, but I think that all is good to go. So we're going to make that all a high priority, and hopefully by the time they're done, this will all be out of CO2. And I've done some cleaning up, moved the voles around a bit, because now that we're getting plastic, we can start making proper bedrooms. And I also had to, actually next episode I've got to do some more proper food. As you saw, I got the Pacu, and they want a bigger water tank, which is unfortunate, is all I can say about that. We're gonna put more water in the loop. I've been filling up their tank down here because they count how many tiles of water they're in rather than how big the room is. They can only see the tiles of water, so that can cause some like funny pathing issues with mixed bodies of water. So yeah, if you have any trouble with your Pacu, like not eating and not trying to find food or anything like that, that can cause issues. Is there anything else of note, or do we just let them build? I think right now we just let them build. Now I need a plant that can grow in hydrogen. That can. Because I grew a Joya seed up here and it's in hydrogen. Got some more meat. And I was struggling on food a bit, so we're eating fried mush loaf a little bit. Mush fry. Now, what I should do actually is put a little sneaky automation wire in here. So when that's full, that'll turn that off. Now, plumbing, still filling, that's fine. Harold, please. There's a spare sheep lying around. Man, I just want to get, like, all the basics sorted out. Uh-oh. Why is that overheating all of a sudden? It shouldn't be. Like, it actually shouldn't be. It's been sitting there without any issues as far as, like, overheating and stuff goes for ages now. I suppose I need to drop more water on it. Well, can't do anything about it at the moment. I'm just gonna disable auto repair so it stops wasting time, because right now we don't care about this. The only other thing we have to do is the cooling, is the loop for this stuff here. So I need a coolant that can go up to 500 degrees Celsius safely. And the steam in the room will take the heat, any heat above that out of it, hopefully. So that means that after every... So I'd like to run these all on one loop. This needs an intake of petroleum. So what we can actually do about that is have petroleum in the loop, and after this set up a petroleum boiler way down here. Because look at this, we have our oil reservoirs here, and then we have some incredibly hot stuff. If we look at our temperatures, like this is all molten, so I can do a fun little... Actually, here's a perfect spot for it, because look at all this. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Alright, I know how we're going to do this. Oh yeah, I know exactly how we're going to do this. Alright, no spoilers. Let's go back to what we're working on. Plumbing. So if we have a loop of petroleum going around, right, I can have a steel tank. So the plastic press will delete heat for me. Because petroleum goes in, and I don't... What temperature does the plastic... At least 75 and hotter if the input materials are hotter. But we don't particularly care at the moment about the output temperature, because it's going to sit around in a bin in here anyway, right? So if we have a loop of petroleum as the coolant liquid for the metal refiners. My brain is going overtime right now. I can siphon off petroleum once it reaches a certain heat, and that certain heat will be, if we look at petroleum in the database, liquids, petrol, there we go. 538. So if we say 500 degrees and we siphon off all of the sour gas, which, keep in mind, it shouldn't get above 500 degrees because the room will be constantly, like, it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're keeping this room below 275. I'm hoping that I'm really relying on 3 turbines, steam turbines being enough to cool this properly. I think it will be, because the idea is that not everything is going to be operating all the time. Like, I'm only going to set the limit for iron at, say, 10,000. That goes really quick. Steel will keep as full as possible. Tungsten, again, we need even less of that. We use barely any. And I can always up it later on. Copper, again, 10,000 should be enough. Ceramic we'll put at 20,000 because it's a fantastic insulator. And plastic, like, 10,000 is enough, because the plastic press is, like the kilns, once we have, like, input set up for them, don't need a duplicate to run, because we've got the auto sweep, it'll load and unload them. These ones down here do need duplicate labor. So that's fine. Now, back to the coolant. So we're going to siphon off plumbing, insulated liquid pipe. Yes, granite, like that. And we're going to need a liquid valve right here. And we're going to make that out of steel. Output there. Insulated liquid pipe out of granite, like that. Okay. Then we need a liquid pipe element sensor, thermosensor. There. Nope. We're going to make that out of steel. Oh dear. Thermosensor out of steel. Automation wires out of iron. I chose the wrong one. Plumbing. Liquid shutoff. There we go. There we go. We got there. And automation. Iron to there. Insulated liquid pipe. So that's gonna go through this way. Then we should have a bridge. Okay, let me see which way. It's gonna go that way. Can go this way and then up here. So we're gonna have plumbing liquid bridge, just so we know which way the loop runs. Alright, so that's how we're going to siphon off any liquid that's hot, like hot and too hot. Now we're gonna need a safety for this, right? Although I suppose do I really need this? I'm just rethinking. I don't know how hot this is gonna be in here. Like I said, hopefully below 275. It should be. I've just got to keep all the temperature as even as possible, and that's what these pipes will do. Like, they'll be constantly circulating, and I've got plenty of room up here so I can run them back and forth where the heat is directly being removed from. But there are thermal aqua tuners up here. Like, well, there are going to be a few of them. I'm going to move the one from... I'm moving this one. Yeah, look at that. We're going to leave that pipe blocked right now, because this is much too hot. Like, all this water here is boiled. That's why it's all over the place. That's no good. Man, okay. But yeah, I'm going to have one for cooling the base in here. So once we do get the cooling loop for the base set up, it'll be minimal heat added. That'll leave one for potentially cooling this. That should be okay. So in that case, I'm going to cancel all that. After all that thinking. Alright, I'm going to leave them to build all this. And we'll be back. Oh wait, no we're not. We will need a way to detect... Why is that building disabled? I will need a way to detect... Come on, brain. I know you know what you want to say. If we're taking petroleum out of here... Oh wait, no, never mind. I've just solved that one as well. I think putting... If I have a loop like this, then if I have a liquid bridge pointing into it, it will prioritize the loop over the... I think that's the case at least, so we'll give that a try. Should work, I hope. Okay, I think that might be about it for today. We managed to do some sweeping. You've run out of that water already, have you? Well, you can fill up just a little. So, we've got all of that automation in, and I did have to do a little bit of swap these to not gates, so if we look at these bins, it says here, they only send a green signal when full, and these ones will only operate when they receive a green signal. So, if they send a red signal when they're not full, that means I need to invert the signal, and that's what a not gate does. So it just reverses the signal that comes in. So that's what they're all doing, laying about. I think as well, I had to do a little bit of jiggling here. I had this moved over one, and I needed to be able to... the wires were just a bit janky because I needed to have a proper output that I could do something with. There was a lot going on. I was just struggling to find a little bit of room. The last thing to do, of course, is the plumbing. And what we're going to do is we're going to run a plain old liquid pipe in like that, and we're going to be able to bypass the input, if that makes sense. Like that. And of course the input comes in this way, output goes that way. So what we want to be able to do is if this input is full, we should be able to do something like that, bypass it and go like that. I think that'll work. So we need a bypass. Of course will be that way. And then a bridge going that way, and a output going that way. Like so. Yes, that works. Like that, and a that way. So it comes out, and then this goes up this way. We can have just a little bit of radiant pipe. What temperature? Let me just find. Melts at 327. So therefore we want to cancel all of those and make it out of gold, I suppose. Yeah, like that. Now we can use regular liquid pipes. That comes out there, and then we want to bring it up here. And this one's input does need to snake around a little bit. For now, just so I know that's a loop, we're gonna do that and let them build it. But I think that's all I have time for today. Nope, that broke. That's why I stopped repairing it. This is now dormant. I had to open this up because we're out of power, of course. But what can you do? It's just cooling down. That'll at least get some of it working. I shouldn't have dismantled all this power. Alright, that's gonna have to do. But yeah, I'm gonna have to call it quits for now. It's getting on in the evening for me, so I gotta go to bed. So anyway, thank you to everyone who answered my question yesterday, and if you missed it, it's what do you like about the series? what are you watching here for? And a huge thank you to the people who have responded. It really means a lot to me. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.